So we will solve some more illustration on Gordon growth model. Read this illustration. X Limited is a no growth company, pays a dividend of 5 per share. If the cost of capital is 10 percentage, compute the current market price of the share. Very simple question. Here it is said that X Limited is a no growth company. It is not having any growth. So growth will be zero. G will be zero. Okay. Dividend per share is given 5. That is your D0. Cost of capital KE is 10 percentage. What you have to calculate? Current market price using Gordon growth model. How we can calculate? All the details are there for calculation, illustration. Number 5. So for Gordon growth model, what all details we will require? Basic details. What are the required details for Gordon growth model? D0 is required, G is required, K is required. No? So D0 is given. D0 is 5 per share. It is given. Rupees 5 per share. Okay. Growth is 0 percentage. K is 10 percentage. No, given in the question. Okay. So P0, we will have to find the market price. What is the formula for Gordon growth model? D0 1 plus G divided by KE minus G. So D0 is 5, growth is 0, so 1 plus 0. K is 10 percentage, that is 0.10 minus 0. So it will become 5 divided by 0.10. So what will be the market price per share in this question? Everybody solve this part. So what should be the market price? 50, no? So market price will be rupees 50 per share. So this is the solution. So if growth is 0, you can also write it as like this, D divided by KE also, because growth is 0. No? If growth is 0, you can use this formula directly. Because G will be 0, here also it will become 0. So only what will be left? D divided by KE in case of no growth. Understood, everybody? So your market price will be 50 per share. Everybody can note this illustration. Any confusion? Clear? Noted down how you have to solve this Gordon growth model. Gordon growth model formula D0 1 plus G divided by K. Since here G is 0, this will be 0. Here minus G will be also 0. So what will be left? 5 divided by 0.10. So answer will be 50 per share will be the market price. See, 50 per share is the market price. Read this illustration. Illustration number 6. XYZ is a company having share capital rupees 10 lakhs, rupees 10 each, distributed current dividend 20 percentage per annum. Okay. Annual growth rate is 2 percentage. Expected return on equity is 15 percentage. Calculate the price of by applying the Gordon growth model. So we will note down the basic details first. What was the basic details? Basic details required is first what we will require basic details. First we will require the D0, then we will require growth, then we will require KE. So G is given. G is how much? 2 percentage. K is how much? 15 percentage. Okay. D0 is how you can calculate. See, dividend payout ratio is given to be 20 percentage and your face value is 10. So you can calculate the dividend per share. It will be rupees 10 into 20 percentage. How you have calculated? Here we can write the formula. It is dividend payout ratio, dividend payout dividend per share into percentage dividend declared. Face value per share face value per share into percentage dividend declared. Face value is 10 and percentage dividend declared is 20 percentage. So it will be how much? 10 into 20 percentage will be 2 per share. No? Rupees 2 per share. Okay, so all the detail we are having, just everybody solve and find out what will be the P0 fastly. Okay, so P0 is equal to D0, 1 plus D, K minus D. D0 is 2, growth rate is 2 percentage, 0.02 divided by K is 15 percentage minus 0.02. So solve this equation, you will get the answer of P0. What is that? Everybody solve fastly. 1 plus 0.02 into 2, 0.15 minus 0.02 divided by 0.13. So market price per share will be how much? 15.69 15.69 per share. 15.69 per share. Clear, everybody? Only just don't get confused between percentage dividend and dividend payout ratio that we have declared. Dividend payout ratio will tell you how much percentage of earnings is declared. Okay. given to the shareholder. So dividend payout ratio will be applied on earnings. Okay, and percentage dividend we will apply on percentage dividend will be applied on the face value. Okay, dividend payout ratio we have seen, no? Dividend payout ratio is dividend divided by earnings, and a percentage dividend is applied on the face value. This will tell you how much you are giving to the shareholders. So in this question, it is percentage dividend given 20%, not the dividend payout ratio. Okay. So market price we have calculated. See here working is given, so it is 15.69, which we have also calculated. Clear everybody? Any confusion? Read this illustration, illustration number 13. Taking an example of the three different firms, growth, normal, and declining, calculate the share price using Gordon's model. So, three companies' data are given. One is a growth company, one is normal company, and one is a declining company. Okay, so three data are given: company A, company B, and company C. Okay, and data is given to you. You have to calculate what the share price using Gordon model. Data rate of return is given, cost of capital is given, discounting factor, earnings is given, E, retention ratio is given, and 1 minus B is given. Okay. So using this data, we can find out the Gordon's growth model. Price using Gordon's growth model. In this, we will apply another formula. So we have understood now two formulas are there. One is the D0, 1 plus G minus K minus G, which we are using. So Gordon model P0 price is equal to D0, 1 plus G, which is the D1. So when you will add growth rate to the current dividend, you will get D1. And if we will discount it by the K minus G, we will get the today's market price. Okay, so we can say today's market price is a discounted value of the future dividend. Now in this question, read question number 13. If you will see here, dividend is not given. See, D0 is not given. Here earnings is given. See, earnings per share is given. Using this data also we can find out the uh, market price using Gordon's growth model. So this is another formula for Gordon's model. If dividend is not given and if earnings is given, then how we can apply the Gordon's growth model? See in this question, if you will see, dividend is not given. Although we can find out the dividend, but here since earning is given directly, we can use the earnings and apply the Gordon model also. Okay, here a retention ratio and payout ratio is given, no? So we can still find out the dividend. Okay, but number of shares is not given, so we will not be able to find out the dividend per share actually in this question, if you understand. But okay, here earnings per share is given, so 10 into 40 percentage will be 4 per share. You can get the dividend, but here we will solve using earnings method. Okay, how we will apply the Gordon's model if earnings is given, dividend is not given? How we can find out? See, P0 is equal to E1. Here instead of D, we will use E1, 1 minus B divided by KE minus G. What is E1? E1 is the earnings per share. 1 minus B is the dividend payout ratio. So ultimately, if you have understood the concept properly, earnings into dividend payout ratio will give you D1 only. So this is another method of finding the D1, KE minus G. if today's earnings we will multiply it by dividend payout ratio. Earnings into dividend payout ratio is the today's dividend we will get. Okay. And what is dividend payout ratio? Dividend payout ratio is nothing but 1 minus retention ratio. Last class also we have understood. So if you are properly understood the concept, then you will say that E1 into dividend payout ratio, that is 1 minus B is a dividend. Okay. Again, we are discounting the dividend only by KE minus G. We will get the answer. Okay. So this is another approach we can say of applying the Gordon's growth model using earnings. So today's earning multiplied by 1 minus B, which is nothing but dividend payout ratio. So D1 minus KE minus G will given the today's market price. Okay, it all depends upon the assumptions which you are making. So if we will assume this is E1 latest earnings, then we can directly apply this and find out the market price. So how we can apply this? See, what are the details required for Gordon's growth model? If you will use the earnings formula, E1 is required, then growth is required, and KE is required. Okay, E1 we are having rupees 10 already given, rupees 10. G is not given. Anybody can tell me, can we find out the G from these details given? First, we are solving for growth form. One by one, we will solve. From this data, can we find out the growth? Tell fast. Here, growth is not given, but we can find out growth. What is formula for growth? G is equal to what is the formula for finding growth rate? G is equal to B into R. No, last class also we have understood. If growth rate is not given, we can use the B into R, retention ratio into rate of return. So retention ratio is there and R is also given. So we can find out the growth. No? How we will find out the growth? 15% into what is the retention ratio? 0.6. So 15 into 0.6. So retention ratio will be how much? And it is calculating 15 into 0.6. 15 into 0.6. 9% will be the growth. Okay, KE is given in the question. KE is how much? KE is 10%. KE is 10%. So now B is given. B retention ratio is how much? 0.4. So all the data we are having now, we can easily apply earnings method. E1 1 minus B divided by KE minus G. So what is E10? 1 minus B is how much? 0.4. K is how much? 1.0 minus G is how much? 9. So you can solve this and get the answer. We will get the P0. 1 minus 0.4 into 10 divided by 0.01. So market price is 600 rupees per share. Okay. So here it all depends upon the assumption. Here we have assumed that this is the latest data given. So we have assumed this is E1. Okay. If you assume this is the previous year data, then we can use the D0 method also. In that we will apply the growth rate, then we will find out new dividend. Since we have assumed that it is the latest data, we can use the E1 method. Okay, so in, for growth firm, our market price is 600. We have calculated. If you want to refer the workings, you can refer it. See, 1 minus B, B is 0.6. So your D1 will become 4. D1 will be 4. D1 divided by 0.01, 400 per share is the market price per share in the situation 1. That is company A. Okay, like this we can solve for the other firms also. How you can solve? For firm number 2, normal firm, you can get the growth rate as B into R, that is 0.6 into 10 percentage. You will get the growth rate. Then you can apply the formula. For a declining firm, you will get the growth rate as B into R, 0.6 into 8 percentage. You will get the growth. E1 is 10, E1 minus B divided by K minus D. Okay, so you can like this solve for all the 3 firms also. See, 10, 1 minus 0.6 divided, only growth rate will be changing. All other data will remain same only. Here also growth rate is changing. See, all other data is remaining same. Because retention ratio is same, no, in all the cases. So your dividend will be remaining same only all the 3 cases. See, retention ratio is same only in all the cases. So your dividend will be 40 percentage. So in all the case, D1 will be 4 only. Okay, because retention ratio is same means dividend will be same, and your earnings is also same. So if both the things are same, your answer D1 will say, remain same only. Only what will be changing? Growth will be changing in all the questions. So accordingly, you can find the answer. So as far as your examination is concerned, data will be clearly given. Confusion will not be there whether you have to apply the earnings formula or D0 formula. So if an examination question comes, it will be clearly written. Okay, confusion will not be there. Okay, so this makes everybody comfortable. So today I think we can stop here. Further we will continue in the next class.